What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Red, trying to get situated here. I just wanted to come and talk about religion for a moment, and nothing bad, but it was just something that was on my mind, and I was like, I gotta do, a video, because I'm sure I'm not the only one that it's happened to, and maybe somebody can give me some advice too and talk to me. But anyway, today I got a knock on the door about 9:30 this morning, and it was a Jehovah's Witness. Now, mind you, I don't have anything at all against Jehovah's or anything like that. I have some that are in my family, and I have, friends that were some when I was coming up in high school and everything. But for me, I grew up Baptist. And, I was taught the Baptist way. But when the lady came in, okay, now, she was all nice and everything, and sweet. When she first came to the door, I had no idea.
You don't open the door.
Now, if you're a Jehovah and you feel like you think this video is gonna offend you, don't watch it. But I'm not trying to offend nobody. I'm not trying to judge nobody, because that's not me. I don't judge people. Whatever religion you practice or are into, that's your business. You know what I'm saying? But for me, like I said, I'm Baptist. And every religion does not think the same, and every religion does not believe the same. But this lady broke out the Bible. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I need somebody to, I don't think I'm ever too proud to learn or to read the Bible, because that's not how I am. That's not how I was raised. So I listened to her, and she was like, of course, the question I asked, you die today, you think you'll go to heaven? Yes, I do think I'll go to heaven. I mean, nobody's perfect. I haven't lived 100%, and I'm not living 100% now, because I'm going through a divorce. I'm still legally married to him, but I do have someone else. You know what I'm saying? And that tends to happen when you're separated from your spouse or whatever. I mean, I'm not perfect, and I don't portray to be perfect. But I didn't tell her all that, but I'm just saying. So it's like, she started reading, and she was like, well, do you think that if you don't read, how do you feel about reading the Bible? Basically is what she said. I was like, I mean, it's fine. She was like, how much do you know about the Bible? I said, I don't know everything. I said, I'm sure nobody knows everything. I said, there's still some preachers that don't even know every single word of the Bible. And she was like, you're right. She was like, so how do you know that you're not being taught by a false prophet? And I'm like, what do you mean by that? She was like, do you go to church? I said, yes, I do. I said, not faithfully like I used to. I said, no, I don't go every Sunday, but I do go to church. So she's like, basically to me, what I took from it was that she's trying to make it seem like Baptist preachers don't preach right or don't teach the word right. It made me seem like she think that I'm listening to somebody that's not real. Basically, that's what she's saying. So I'm like, well, I go to church, and I listen to the word. I said, that's how I learn. I said, that's how you learn. I said, it's people that don't read the Bible and still know the Bible because they're being taught through Sunday school or through church, their preacher, or whatever. I said, you can listen. That don't mean that, if you read it, that you're not going to, still not understand, because there's some things that are not understood. How do you feel like you would get to heaven? I said, of course, by repenting and asking God for forgiveness and all that stuff, whatever, and living right. I said, but like I said, nobody's 100%. She was like, you're right. She was like, don't you think if you read the Bible that you would go to heaven? I said, I don't believe that, because not everybody that has went to heaven, it's plenty of people that have went to heaven that probably didn't read the Bible. She was like, I said, so you trying to tell me that you can't go to heaven unless you read the Bible? She was like, that's exactly right. She was like, and I know that for a fact. I said, so how do you know that for a fact? I mean, I said, because what about back in the day when people couldn't read? It was good people like great-great-grandparents or whatever that couldn't even read the Bible but went to heaven. I said, my grandfather was a great man. He was in church faithfully every single Sunday, Wednesday night, everything. I said, so you can't sit here and tell me that just because you don't read the Bible, you're not going to get to heaven. She was like, she turned to a scripture, said something about, I don't even remember what scripture was, but about God was taught the word through his father. I said, okay, I understand that. But you cannot sit here and tell me that you know this whole Bible and you done read this Bible from beginning to the end and know this Bible completely 100%. And I said, you cannot sit here and tell me that you ain't never sinned and that you 100% with God. She was like, oh, no, I'm not saying that. She was like, I'm not trying to offend you or make you mad. I said, I'm not being mad, but I said, when I feel like I got something to say, I'm going to speak out and say it. I said, I'm not a Jehovah's Witness. What you practice or what you preach is how you feel. Everybody don't feel that way. And I said, it's 100 people that probably would agree with me, because not everybody is going to sit every single day and read the Bible, but they might go to church every Sunday and still feel like they saved. And she was like, I just don't believe you can be saved without reading the Bible. Well, you know what, that's your opinion. I'm not about religion, but you don't want to listen to how somebody else feels. So I don't believe how everybody else believes. You know what I'm saying? I believe, I'm in my heart, I know I'm a great person. You know, and God sees what I do and he knows what I do. And I was like, I talk to God. I said, I might not go to church every Sunday, but you please believe I pray every day. And she was like, and does God answer you? I said, yes, God does answer my prayers. She was like, does he literally speak to you and answer you? I said, no, I mean, I'm not crazy. I don't sit and hear voices and shit. So she was like, answering you. Okay. I'm like, what? What do you mean? How do I know that he not answering me? For one, because when I pray, I'm living a good life. Obviously, he's answering my prayers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what? It's just basically common sense. I don't know, but I'm not trying to force my religion on nobody, and I don't want nobody trying to force theirs on me, because I don't feel that that's right. That's not how I was raised or anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit down and tell you, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, you ain't living right, get your life right with God. No, that's your life. What you do is what you do. I mean, it's a difference between trying to inspire a person than trying to make them see what you see through your eyes. We don't have the same eyes. We're not going to see the same thing. We're not going to feel the same way. When I got the phone, I called my mom, I'm like, Mama, it really upset me for real, because it's like, if it ain't your way, if it ain't how you feel, then it's no way. No, you don't. That's not how life works, honey. That's not how life works at all. You don't do people like that. So anyway, let me know y'all thoughts and y'all opinions and everything and how y'all feel. This is like a debated discussion, because some people would agree with me. A lot of people would agree with me. Some might disagree. But at the same time, we are all human and we are all different. Nobody's the same. Nobody has the exact same religion. Nobody goes to exactly the same church. Every preacher may be different. They may preach different. But I mean, I've been to plenty of different types of church. I listen, but that don't mean that when I go home at the end of the day that everything you say is going to be correct, because nobody's perfect. Nobody's 100% correct. You know what I'm saying? And people think just because they read the Bible that they living right. I mean, you could read the Bible and still not be living your life right. So hell, what does that say? What does that say? And then on top of that, she's talking about how people abuse their body, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I don't do drugs. I'm not no crackhead. I don't smoke cigarettes. The only way I might abuse my body is with food. But you smoke cigarettes, so how you going to talk to somebody else about doing something when you do it too? My time is up, and I ain't trying to make no part two. Holla.